Hi, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing the unboxing for the Tamed Unwild's Mini House of Rituals box for April. I know it's a tad late, but it just came in a couple of days ago, so let's go ahead and get started. This portion of the video, I'm going to be constructing the wand. Now, normally for this, according to the paper, I am supposed to go do this with a tree. However, it requires you to leave things at the tree, and I'm not allowed to do that in my area. I don't have a wooded area, just some public parks with school children, and we're not allowed to leave things like that. So I want to make sure that in the future, if I were to do this again and make another wand to have a tree on my property, that I'd be able to leave some well wishes at. But besides that, I'm going to go and get... So as you see here first, I'm gathering everything together. A part of the ritual is you're supposed to put the sticks facing each of the different cardinal directions. And I was trying to get it right in the shot so you guys could actually see it. And then, depending on the stones that actually come with your kit, you put them in the direction. So, because I got fire is for the south, you put those in the south. I put my little spirit totem animal, my turtle that's made out of tourmaline, in the middle in order to charge everything. And I decided to light some of the Palo Santo from last month that came in the box in order to help cleanse the space. Which I really like how long this Palo Santo stick is lasting. I didn't expect it to go this long, but you may have to burn the entire stick in one go. That just might be me. So one extra thing that I did here was I got other kinds of colored twine because I was afraid that it wasn't going to hold it. I also, because even though I love the willow branches, I was afraid that they were going to fray too much. So you see me go in here with the match and burning down the ends so they're not so splintery, because I wanted it nice and smooth. In the future, I feel this was a great starter wand, but in the future I really want to actually go forward and get a willow branch. That way it's a lot more sturdy and it doesn't fray as much. You'll see me getting the colors that I have here. The kit did come with some brown twine that you could wrap around it, because originally you're supposed to wrap this along with a note for your desires and your wishes around the branch of one of the trees. Instead, what I did here was I wrapped it around the wand because I really wanted to incorporate the crystals in this, in the little crystal shards that came with it, the citrine shards. So I made sure that all the branches were super tight, and I wanted some extra stability. So I took the different colors. I got an orange one, a red one, and a brown one. I matched up the ends, and then I wrapped it all together around the branches. And I really do like how it turned out, because it added a little bit of me to it. So feel free, if you decide to still grab this box, to add your own twist to it. I thought it gave it a nice, wonderful, colorful look. And it took a moment to actually get into a good rhythm with doing this. I made sure to double back and do it over and over and over again. The entire time I was thinking of my intentions for the wand, and counting to myself, because whenever I do needlework or sewing or crochet or even knitting, I bring a lot of knot magic into it. So I was adding some of that intent in there. I took the crystals and I all wrapped it around the branch, and at first it didn't want to work with me because I didn't like how it wasn't flush all the way around with the crystals. So I kept trying to add a new one or fix it so I could have 4 points around it. But in the end I kept it with just the 3. And it worked really well. Actually, no, 4. I took one of the fire stones and I put it at the end of the wand itself. Just to make it even and make myself happy. Now, what I did to make sure that they stayed in place was I wrapped this a million times, but I also went and I got some craft glue. I was going to get Mod Podge, but I decided to get something that is a little easier to use and not as messy. It's just your standard glue stick that's you can get in the crafting aisle. And I rubbed it up and down on the crystals that you'll see here in a minute. As well as putting the ribbon that's normally intended for you to wrap around the tree branch. I put that around the wand. Because I really liked the lace. I liked how it was. And my only problem, as you can see here, I kept unwrapping it because I didn't care for how thick it was. I wanted to still be able to use the wood. Like, I didn't want to just be poking up through the bottom and through the sides. I wanted to be able to see it through the middle. So I clipped that ribbon short. I'll probably use it at a later date for something else. And then I continued wrapping. That way it's nice and secure. I have a nice handle for whenever I decide to use this, that my hand is not getting scratched up. And I do like how it turned out. And then the thing that I love about the House of Ritualist box is it allows you to be really, really creative, and lets you experiment with your wand. So if you want to add some extra things like, quote-unquote, unicorn hair, if you're in the Harry Potter crowd, or if you want to add feathers and other things onto it, really make it your own, and it'll totally work for you. And you see here, I'm opening up the craft glue so I can actually cement it down. I wanted to make sure it was in one spot, that the crystals were going to stay there. And I liked adding the crystals onto the very, very end of it. That way, when I cast, it'll magnify and amplify whatever I'm deciding to do with my receiving hand. And then at the end, I just called it quits and decided to knot it up right there since the twine was getting all entangled. I clipped it. I believe I took a match to the end of it. And there we go. That was the end of the wand. And I wanted to make sure it was super secure, but I really enjoy how it turned out. Especially if you're new to having a wand, I feel like this is a really great tutorial to help you get started with one. And I love that this was supposed to be very nature-based, that you wanted it to be outside, and that it was very much about connecting with nature, thanking it for helping you with creating this wand, and then enjoying it. So as you can see here, what you're supposed to do after the wand is done is set down your spirit totem, put your wand, and then have the ritual candle. I put the rest of the crystals that were included with it on the bottom, and then you light your candle and let it charge. And it was a nice little ritual to do through the middle of my week. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I officially have a wand now. It's gorgeous. You know, the thing that I really loved about this month was the fact that we got to make the wand. I thought the entire process was super fun. And I added a couple extra things. There were some things within this that you weren't supposed to do. You're supposed to go out and tie the pink ribbon around a tree, along with your wish that you have for it. This ritual was best done outside, but looking at the laws for my area, there wasn't anywhere that I could do that, and I don't have a property where I could have a tree and then tie it on my own. So I thought it was the next best thing, was to just do it at home. But I really love my wand. It's super light, super durable. I love that it's willow, because I absolutely love willow trees. I like adding the crystals on the very end of it, which none of that was required. It didn't say what to do with it in the tutorial. And I liked adding in my own colors. So if you grab the House of Rituals box for April, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. I absolutely loved it, and I can't wait to do the May one for you. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day. If you like videos like this, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what you think about it. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.